We will eat both of your arms and then both of your legs, and then we will eat your face right off of your head. You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
This is a very interesting idea here. You know, I really didn't think he would be. I would think that the symbiote would be, with Peter's eyes turning black, or that just could be the whole jackal body jumping to body thing. But not Venom. Let's check this out. Yeah. Nope, that didn't work. Should work this time, though.
So Venom might be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Originally, when the trailer came out, a lot of people thought there were signs of Venom. And I thought, no, I don't think that they would actually do that. However, after doing many videos...
Wouldn't that be crazy if the picture of him jumping in, fighting the Hand, was him? It wouldn't be the Punisher, because the Punisher can't jump like that. So, most likely, though, it's him, Daredevil, and Hulk. But Hulk would massacre the Hand by himself. But what if it was Spider-Man, Venom, and Daredevil jumping in? I mean, we saw crazier with them bringing the other two Spider-Mans in, right?
Spider-Man Brand New Day, after watching the trailer many different times, and after hearing a lot of things online, I am kind of starting to think that the symbiote will be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and they might actually show Spider-Man getting the symbiote. I don't think Venom is going to be in the movie in the way that a lot of people think he is, but I do have 5 reasons why I really do think Marvel really is setting up the Venom symbiote in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Like I've said, I've seen a lot online, and heavy spoilers, Paul actually did a great video on why he thinks Venom is really going to be in the movie. So after this video, you should definitely check that out. But my first reason is that Venom actually really wanted Noel and the other 3 Spider-Men, and they wanted a big, giant multiversal movie for the next Spider-Man film, which would involve Venom. And I think that's kind of important because the post-credit scenes for Venom Let There Be Carnage, and kind of the last Venom movie as well, but also Spider-Man No Way Home, did set up the Venom symbiote in the MCU. That would be something that I think would be really kind of like not cool on their part to just ignore. Because that brings me into the next reason, number 2, is that Venom is actually what the fans want. And this is really important to note, because Tom Holland has said, since the trailer came out, Tom Holland has said that he scoured the internet for a very long time, just looking at what fans were saying about what they wanted from the next Spider-Man film. And then he took it to Marvel and Sony and he said, this is what the fans want. This is what we should do. Well, again, think about what the fans want. We want Venom in the MCU. Has said, since the trailer came out, Tom Holland has said that he scoured the internet for a very
really and brought it to them.
Looking at what fans were saying.
I don't remember reading that
from the next Spider-Man film, and then he took it to Marvel and Sony and he said, "This is what the fans want. This is
the
what
fans been wanting Venom forever.
Again,
forever.
Think about what the fans would want.
Mm-hmm.
We want Venom in the MCU. We want Tom Holland's Spider-Man to get the Venom symbiote.
They've been asking about Scorpion too.
They have teased that.
Finally got him now.
Post-credit scene. So Tom has definitely seen that fans were really excited about the post-credit scenes.
Mm-hmm.
They were really excited about Venom coming to the MCU. If you would ask fans probably what they want the most to happen, I think Venom would definitely be at the top of the list. And then I think like Spider-Gwen, Miles Morales, other things like that would be at the top. But if you think about everything that we know about Spider-Man Brand New Day so far, none of that really screams, this is what the fans want. You know, I can't see a scenario where Tom Holland scoured the internet and went, oh, fans want Man-Spider.
Right.
I don't think that's the
absolutely
case.
not.
I think,
right.
again, what we would see is, hey, fans want to see the Venom symbiote. They want to see Spider-Gwen.
But I could see them saying this to Tom, Venom, not just yet. I could see them saying that to him.
Miles Morales, Scorpion,
Spider-Gwen, not yet. Miles Morales, not yet.
For Spider-Man. But as far as like the big grand scale of things, I think Venom's at the top of the list. And then Jean Grey. I don't think Jean Grey was really what fans were talking about
for that.
until Sadie Sink was mentioned to possibly be playing her.
People have been waiting for a Mary Jane.
I don't think anybody was like,
Mary Jane Watson.
The X-Men. More specifically, kind of the main one of the main focuses of the new X-Men team that's coming after Secret Wars. I don't think anybody thought that that's what they were going to do. I think this was a Kevin Feige decision, though. I think Kevin Feige said, hey, yeah, Spider-Man Brand New Day, we're actually going to use that to start teasing the future of the MCU. We are setting up the X-Men in this movie because the X-Men movie is coming after Secret Wars, which is only 2 movies away after Spider-Man Brand New Day, so that's pretty big. And it's coming not too long after Spider-Man Brand New Day, so it makes sense that would be Kevin Feige, who, if you don't know, is the president of Marvel Studios. It makes sense that that would be his call for the movie. But as far as Tom Holland figuring out what fans want, it's Venom. It has to be. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is, well, it kind of aligns with the story. If we think about the actual change that Peter is going through, well, bonding with the symbiote does change your DNA. And that can cause it to mutate, like we hear Bruce Banner talk about in the trailer. So based on everything that we kind of know about the movie, Peter going through this change, the symbiote affecting him could be why he is going through this change. It's literally bonding with his DNA and changing it. And if you think
it could be a different take on it. It could be. It could be.
About everything that we heard, if you replace the symbiote, if you replace that with the
like he's starting to get augmented, things are being enhanced. Now he can't control his webbing and maybe his spider sense is going off. You know what I mean? I could see them writing that in like that.
Toxins that we've heard from Jackal, even though it does seem like Jackal's going to be a part of this movie. And I'm not saying that other things can't affect Peter as well. I think that actually might be a pretty big misdirect in a way. Like if Jackal infects Spider-Man, sure, it's going to affect his body. But once they remove that, if they remove that, it could be revealed that, oh, the symbiote was actually a big factor in that as well. And it might even end up saving Peter, which of course we're going to talk about in this video. But if you replace the virus or toxin or him naturally changing based all these things that we've heard, the symbiote, you can just swap it out and it makes sense as well for the story that we're hearing. It makes sense. And that could actually end up amplifying Peter and could give him organic webbing. That is one of the effects that could happen. It could change his DNA. So it lines up with the story. The 4th reason is that the trailer does seemingly hint at this depending on how you view it. Right? So he gets black eyes in one scene. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. That would be the Venom symbiote. It could be because of something else. But if you're looking for the symbiote, you would probably say, boom, that's it right there.
Could be. And you know what? In the trailer, when the lady, you know, it's like when the Jackal's jumping from person to person, nobody's eyes are turning black. I don't remember. I have to go out and look. I have to go back and watch again. But it could definitely be the symbiote. They could be on to something here.
Saying that is 100% what it is, but again, you can say it's it, and if he's in the film, if the symbiote is in the film, then that would make sense. Now, there are a few scenes, like, for example, when Peter wakes up in this web cocoon, in the trailer at first, you can see his hand on the left is black. And at first I thought, okay, maybe this is just shadowing, but that doesn't really line up with everything else that we've seen. His hand really does seem like it's got a black coat over it. That could be the symbiote that we are seeing right there. Right? It's kind of coming out just a little bit there. That combined with him kind of covering his ears in the scene where a drop of water
maybe
lands,
I don't know. It looks like shadow to me,
his
but
senses go crazy.
Could be right. Yeah.
Originally, I thought, you know what? He's going through this metamorphosis, so it's kind of messing with his abilities. So it's kind of messing with his Venom is inside of you and hears loud screeching noises. Right? Remember Tom Hardy? Remember Topher? And just Venom in general, that is one of the weaknesses of him, and that is what happened. So maybe he is grabbing his head, kind of holding his ears because of that, because he has the symbiote inside of him. I'm not saying Peter knows he has the symbiote, but it could be on him and affect him.
He might not know.
Without him knowing. So there's that scene as well. When he passes out, that could be, again, he might not know it, but the symbiote could have bonded with him. And it's not necessarily an easy thing that happens. So, that happens to Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 3 as well. Then there's one that people have been pointing out that I find kind of interesting. Peter wears black a lot in the trailer. And yeah, he does. He wears black coats. He wears a black tank top. He wears black shirts. Yeah, I totally get it. And then the last thing, this isn't necessarily reason 5. I'm going to still put
so
this
did Toby.
4.
When he had it.
Is that the symbiote does know who Peter Parker is because of the hive mind. So if the symbiote does end up in 616, which they showed us, there is a symbiote in 616, it makes sense that that symbiote would go find Peter Parker / Spider-Man, because that is what it just saw while being attached to Eddie Brock in the Sony universe. Then they went over, a part of it was left. Eddie Brock and most of Venom went back. So the symbiote going to seek out
left
Peter Parker,
baby.
That does make sense considering what it just saw. So that lines up as well. And then the 5th one, this is, some fans might not like this. It's kind of a 2-parter as well, though, is the setup for Secret Wars. Unfortunately, the setup for Secret Wars might mean Peter dies at the end of the film. This is something that we've heard, we've heard rumblings about. A lot of people theorize that Peter could die. It's not confirmed, obviously, at this point in time, but a recent plot leak did tell us that Peter actually does end up dying at the end of the film. He goes to Aunt May's grave, and he kind of lets the virus or infection or whatever you want to say kind of kill him, right? To get rid of it. But Venom can bring him back, and I think that might be what they decide to do, especially because we've heard a few reports now from insiders that the Russo brothers want to give Tom Holland's Spider-Man the Venom symbiote in Avengers Secret Wars.
Okay.
That's when he first got it in the comics, so that makes sense. It'd be a cool little Easter egg to do for sure. And this might actually explain why Peter Parker is not there in Avengers Doomsday. I think it happens at the same time as Spider-Man Brand New Day, and that's probably the main reason. But him also dying for a second might actually,
So if that interferes, though, if they want to give it to him in Secret Wars, if that's when they want to give it to him, then Venom can't be in this. Or we only see the symbiote. We don't see the full expression of it. Maybe he runs into it, maybe he's affected by it, but excuse me, we don't get to see him as the black suited Spider-Man. We just see the symbiote.
Come into play as well. But the symbiote brings him back. So we're looking for reasons to think that Venom's in the movie, right? Yes.
Yeah, I could have swore they called it the symbiote in the movie, and I remember fans getting mad about that. Yeah.
These are reasons that I do think the symbiote could be attached to Peter Parker in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Will he actually be? Unsure. Are they going to really show it? Unsure. But I think it would be really cool if they did, setting up a lot of future things. Setting up the X-Men with Sadie Sink and the DODC, and then setting up whatever Peter Parker's role is going to be in Avengers Secret Wars. So,
there's a lot of people in this movie, man. I'm thinking just Spider-Man confirmed, right? Spider-Man, got Bruce Banner, Hulk, right? We have Punisher. Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey or MJ. Everyone thinks it's MJ, though. I mean, Jean Grey. And everybody, now we know we got 4 confirmed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't know who she is yet. You know what I mean? But most likely she's Jean Grey. Then everyone thinks because the Hand is in it, Daredevil's in it. So Daredevil could be in it too, right? And then the eyes turning black, the symbiote's in it. We might get him in the black suit or something partially or augmented in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot of stuff. As long as they do it right, I'm good with it.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of thinking that the symbiote isn't Brand New Day and it's infected Peter. Maybe those black eyes and the black hand and everything like that, maybe that is the symbiote. But then again, it could be a virus, an infection, simply his body changing. We'll have to wait and see. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think?
Man, I think you might be on something, bro. I think you might be on something. Make sure you get over and follow the Cosmic Wonder. Tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you. If you enjoyed my commentary and reaction, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers.